Hello, I'm Elif and this is a recap for episode 47 of the series Golden Boy, 24 hours after Turkey and before dubbed for TV. Seyran is shocked to see Peril and a girl kissing Farid, and she asks them about their connection to Pelin. Peril, in tears, explains that the girl is Pelin's niece, who is currently in London. She pleads with Seyran to persuade her father to leave the situation. At Nokhat's mansion, Sona is questioned by Nokhat about her indifference to Kaya, despite knowing he doesn't like her. Sona responds, "Yes, I'm tired of being miserable. I want to hold everyone accountable for their actions." Nokhat warns her about the dangerous game she has entered and doubts she can handle it. Sona replies, "Then why are you afraid? If you can stop me, go ahead." Seyran contacts Farid and asks him to come and see her. With tears in her eyes, she tells Farid that she went to Pelin's uncle's house, leaving Farid alarmed, fearing that everything has been exposed. However, at Shamu's house, Peril informs Seyran that she knew about the situation between Pelin and Farid. Unbeknownst to Pelin, her friend schemed against them. Seyran tells Farid that she is sure Pelin is aware of everything and wants to separate them. With Farid feeling relieved, he tells Seyran that everyone must be held accountable for the torment they caused him. Aceman, while going out for work, accidentally sees Orhan with Dedler, leaving her shocked. She is unsure how to convey this information to Golgun. Farid goes to Shamu's house, and Peril guides him to Pelin's room from the back door. Farid confronts Pelin, asking how she dared to do such a thing to Seyran. Pelin claims she was unaware of her cousin's actions and later found out about the incident. Fearful, she asks Farid to tell the truth. Pelin, once again portraying herself as a victim, breaks into tears, stating that she is in a difficult situation. Farid questions whether Pelin's child is really his. Pelin angrily rebuffs him, insisting that no one else could be the father. Shamus enters the room, and Farid stands up. A heated argument ensues between Shamus and Pelin about Pelin's marriage to Shamus' brother. Shamus exits the room. Farid takes Pelin's hand, stating they are leaving, but Shamus returns, threatening Farid. A physical altercation occurs between Farid and Shamus. Shortly afterward, Shamus' associates throw the injured and fallen Farid out of the mansion. Shamus calls Khali's Khan, claiming that Farid entered his house, intending to take his niece away, and warns that if this happens again, he will set Farid on fire. Seyran, who has decided to become pregnant, is waiting for Farid in her room with excitement. Azmi enters the room to talk to her about Sona, suggesting they shouldn't leave each other alone. Seyran shares the news with her mother that she wants to have a child and, without hesitation, start a family with Farid. When Farid arrives at the mansion, Efegat, seeing his condition, takes him to Khali's Khan's room. Upon seeing Farid battered, Khali's Khan delivers a strong slap and says, "Now that you want to let the girl escape, do it properly. Is this how you plan to be my heir? Who will respect you?" He demands that Farid call Seyran to resolve the matter herself. Despite Farid's plea not to do so, Efegat approaches Seyran. As Seyran enters the room and witnesses Farid's situation, she is shocked. Khali's Khan attempts to tell her everything, but Kozim suddenly enters the room to announce the urgent engagement of Kaya and Sona, stating that the wedding ceremony will be held tomorrow. Efegat and Kozim argue, leaving Khali's Khan in a difficult situation. Everyone leaves to let Efegat handle it. Upon learning about Khali's Khan's condition, Khadija rushes to his room. Khali's Khan complains to her, saying, "You've been here all this time. Couldn't you visit me sooner?" They have a brief conversation, and Khadija expresses her discontent with fate. Khali's Khan suggests they share the burden on their shoulders. He takes Khadija's hand, saying, before they forget love, they should experience everything they lost until that day without shame. Both shed tears. When Farid's condition slightly improves, Seyran finally tells him that she has reconsidered things and realized that she forgot they were married. She has decided to have a child. Farid is taken aback. Seeing Farid's reaction, Seyran becomes upset. Farid explains that his mind is preoccupied with the events of that day. Seyran acknowledges his feelings and apologizes. On the other side, at Shamu's mansion, a secret agreement is made between Pelin and Shamu's men. Peril sends a photo of the ceremony to Farid, and he screams silently in frustration, launching a nervous attack. When Seyran enters the room and sees his condition, she wonders and tries to calm him down. Feeling that he will lose Seyran soon, Farid tells her that he loves her very much. When Sona goes to her room, Kaya is waiting for her. Knowing that their marriage is a scheme, Sona sarcastically tells Kaya that she will do anything to be happy, and Kaya should be afraid because if he regrets it, he won't be able to get away. After Seyran falls asleep, Farid goes to Abedin and tells him they need to go to Shamu's house. Farid says he wants to follow his grandfather's advice and finish what he started. He wants to help Pelin escape and take her to Paris. Pelin is ready, bids farewell to her mother, and Farid takes her to the caretaker's house in the mansion. Pelin feels uneasy being there, and when she hears that she's supposed to go to Paris alone, she bursts into tears. Farid says they have no other choice and regrets not telling her from the beginning that he would never leave Seyran. Seyran, who has noticed Farid's absence and searched the entire mansion for him, goes to the caretaker's house and becomes suspicious upon seeing Farid and Abedin. Farid quickly distances Seyran from the situation. The next day, as everyone is preparing for Sona and Kaya's wedding ceremony, Seyran approaches Sona. Sona, who has heard from her mother that Seyran has decided to have a child, tells her, "You didn't want a child, but it seems your opinion has changed. However, your timing is quite significant. Just on the day I'm getting married, you're trying to take the lead again." Sona continues, "Don't pretend you're okay with it." Seyran calmly explains to Sona that she sees through her dislike for Kaya, and her eyes don't look at Kaya the way they did at Abedin. Sona tearfully says, "Not everyone is as lucky as you. Some cling to the only hope they have. I'm doing this." While Sona is giving orders to the household staff, she notices Abedin looking at her. Abedin says, "You've quickly adapted to being a lady," congratulates her, and leaves with unease. Sona, angrily, follows him. Abedin enters the caretaker's house with a food tray, and Sona, surprised, stands by the door. Upon seeing Pelin and her protruding belly, she is shocked. Tylan calls Kozim and arranges to meet with him. She shows him the photo she took of Pelin and Farid, and Kozim, angrily, curses Farid under his breath. Before the ceremony begins, Seyran is beside Sona, and Sona asks her to stay a bit longer because there is something important she needs to tell her. However, just as she is about to reveal the matter about Pelin, Kozim arrives and interrupts their conversation. The ceremony begins, and Sona tells Seyran that she will reveal everything after the marriage contract. Farid approaches Seyran, and she says to him, "How about having a romantic night tonight? Maybe we've taken a step toward having a baby." Farid kisses her. Kaya and Sona enter and stand in the marriage contract position. Nokhat, who has informed Shamus to disrupt the ceremony, is secretly in contact with him, asking him to hurry. The officiant reads the sermon, and just as Kaya is about to respond, Shamus enters, calling Khalis Khan and asking where Pelin is. Everyone is shocked, and Seyran asks Farid, "What is he saying?" Nokhat immediately goes to Pelin and tells her that her uncle has come and is close, posing a threat to Farid. Pelin quickly heads toward the mansion. When Shamus doesn't get any response, he grabs Farid by the collar, and everyone gets involved in the commotion. At that moment, Pelin enters and asks her uncle to calm down. Seyran, seeing Pelin with disbelief, recalls her promises, agreements, and hopes for a life with Farid. Thank you for watching, stay tuned for the next episode.